For this, and boom, I have everything set up. We are good to go. We are good to broadcast. We're good to stream. We're streaming. We're broadcasting. We're doing the first fucking podcast of this goddamn thing. Hello, welcome everyone. This the Spark Knock podcast, where we could either be a piece of carbon that blows a fucking hole through your goddamn piston. Oh, that's about all I got.
So
Today's topic.
or there?
There was no or there. That was the problem. There was no or there. So, what's going to end up happening is that today is the first podcast that we're doing. We are going to go over car modifications. Who would like to begin?
Um, I'll begin. Where do y'all want to start? Y'all want to go the ground up or the sky down?
Let's go ground up. Because most of us have to
Ground
start
up?
from the
Okay,
ground up.
so what are we gonna do first? Y'all want to do tires, tires and wheels, tires, wheels, and
Alright.
suspension?
That's typically the first modification you do to your vehicle anyway, so let's do it.
That should be the first modification.
Yeah, for an off-roader, that should be the first thing you do is tires. Wheels are one thing, but tires and suspension most definitely. Invest in a good lift kit. If you don't want a lift kit and you want a leveling kit, invest in a good leveling kit. But
Blocks if you have to.
yeah, blocks if you have to, but blocks. I mean, personally, I always say shocks look better than blocks, and I stand by that. Body lifts, in my opinion, just don't look good. I just don't like them. I know I'm gonna get on the nerves of every single, of every single truck guy in North Carolina. But I just like lifts way more than blocks.
Uh, it's more practical.
Practical, and it actually makes your ride better if you have a actual shock.
Yeah.
But I don't know, Dawson. You run a KO2. Would you ever run a different tire, like a General or anything like that?
Uh, the Goodyear Wrangler I would run, but that's pretty much it. I don't like Toyos. I just no hate against them. They are good tires off road, but it's just generic and just they've done the same thing my all-terrain tires can do, and the open countries make the mud terrains, and the mud terrains are nothing to write home about. So, but the Goodyear Wrangler, I've seen people take on the Rubicon Trail like 33s of no, not 33s, like 35s of the Goodyear Wranglers MTs, and they've actually surprised me. So for a mud terrain, they're really well on rock.
That's good. Honestly, I think one of the biggest things that comes into consideration of everybody when they're doing an off-road based build is mud terrain or all terrain. And honestly, I've heard it goes with the territory. I, Personally, I feel a lot more safe, not safer, but like just a lot better knowing I have an all terrain. It's mud
Yeah,
terrains. Mud terrains are good tires. It's just an all terrain gives you like that kind of sense of security that you can go from a snowy based climate to a rock based climate, and your tire is going to perform as well as it should.
Dude, that's just like when
yeah.
you're
On that
trying.
subject, all right, go ahead. Sorry.
My bad. So, mine's not about off road, but it has something to do with the feeling safe and secure, right? So mine goes into more
All
like
right.
if you're trying to do like drifting and street stuff and try to make a drag car. Let's say you're trying to do it out of a 240. You can swap your differential with an LSR differential and make it posi track, or you can weld it. But here's the problem with welding it. There's always that
Well,
ten
that diff,
percent. There's
baby.
always that 10% in the back of your head that shit's gonna break and you're gonna go flying and lose traction. When you can spend the $1,200 and just replace the diff.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Yeah,
but at the same time,
I
if that was going to go
So
through your
it
head
gives you the peace of
after you
mind
did it, why would you weld the diff?
because you don't think about it when you do it. Most car modifications are typically spur of the moment, and we know this to be fact.
Yeah, a couple of them.
That's my fucking point. You literally drive a CRV with which I got it installed, by the way, Matt. I just want you to know that I got it installed. I got my CV installed, but you put a CV radio in a CRV.
Yeah,
And
That was a spur of a moment
Miss Amelia.
modification.
It wasn't even a spur of the moment conversation. I was thinking about doing a CB radio for, God, probably like 2 years.
Yeah, but I was
And
like, here, I'll
finally, this
do it with
one
you.
day, yeah, and this one day we just pulled the trigger.
Yeah, but I did get it installed in the
And
truck finally. I'm just not driving the truck right now. Obviously, I'm
the
driving the
good
car.
thing, honestly, one of the things that I wanted to do, and I did do it, was I didn't want to have to hardwire it to the battery. Which, by the way, I need to throw on all my light cables again because I took them all off.
Again?
But I gotta do that. What do
the
you
other
mean
one?
again? It was still that same time that I took them off, just because I was going into the dealership and like I don't know. I didn't want the dealership screwing with my lights. It's nothing against the dealership. It's nothing against the people there. It's just I don't want them screwing with my lights. I know as a porter at a car dealership, and I'm guilty of this. I'm so guilty of it. Is that when you bring a car in there and it has some fancy lights on it, or it has a lift, or like a front bumper, you gotta look at it. You gotta test it.
not even gonna lie, if I had a car come in or a truck come in with a light bar, I'm gonna press that button because I want to see how bright that light bar really is.
Oh yeah. If I had an S-Pod in my car, I would have every single one of those switches wired up. Some type of light. But honestly, I think that's good on wheels and tires and all that kind of stuff. Y'all want to move to
Well,
I want
we
to
were
do
talking about all-terrain and mud terrains. One thing about like the safety aspect on that is if it's raining and you have all-terrains, you have a slight chance of grip. It's not much, but if you have a mud terrain and you try and take a turn going more than like 10 miles an hour, you're gonna just most likely spin. It's just it doesn't grip on water. It just grips on mud and sand pretty much and rocks.
Cool.
We didn't
Jacob,
even go into wheels. I mean,
dude, I'm learning this. This is pretty cool. So, there's a lot of this I didn't know.
I mean, every tire has its ups and downs. That's no untold secret. I mean, Dawson, I'm pretty sure that you can think of at least one or two things on your KO2s that you would like to be different.
yeah, quite a bit. But not a ton. I mean, I wish it would grip better on pavement, because like I'll take a turn and I don't think I'm going that fast, but I can still just hear the tires start to chirp a little bit, and I'm like, my tires are pretty low, but I mean that shouldn't be the biggest thing.
I had some shit
But
happen.
I get
if we're
that.
going in on wheels, like I mean, there are wheels do make a bit of a difference weight-wise for not just off-road, but like just if you want to have a performance car, lightweight wheels will help you lose weight on your car itself. So like if you get some RPF ones compared to some like stock BRZ wheels that probably weigh like 30 pounds, and you throw some like lightweight RPF ones on there, it's gonna make a difference and you'll feel it weight-wise into a corner. Like I have lightweight wheels on my truck, and if I ever, took it into a dune or something, I'd pretty sure I'd notice a difference. Because stock Tacoma wheels are not light. I hit the wall.
That is true.
Trust me, I've balanced tons of them.
I bet you
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
I balanced my wheels and it still took 600 weights, but that's just because I have a heavy tire and a lightweight wheel.
And I'd help you with one of those.
You did help me, yes. Actually, no, I did the balancing right. I just didn't put the right weight of the weight.
You
Like,
put the
I
weights
got
in the wrong spot.
right. Yes. Well, not even that. It was like I put a 1/4 inch on there instead of a half, so it just kept hitting the caliper. But it was the right weight. It was just the wrong weight.
Hey, we
It
got our
doesn't make
first
sense
viewer,
unless
bro.
you've worked on tire. What up?
That's cool.
Word up.
As soon as it decides to quit being
Um,
fucking bullshit.
but man, wheels? Nah, go around the table. What's y'all's favorite wheel? Favorite wheel could be anything. Could be an RPF1. Could be a 1552. Could be anything. What is it?
Brand or just wheel?
Brand.
Volks. The TE37 is just. Oh. I think Volks are the best performance car wheels, but I gotta go methods for the trucks.
I feel that.
Bias there, but
I feel that. Jacob.
Hmm.
Cheers. Favorite wheel.
For
Anything. Any wheel.
anything, dude.
Yeah, any type of wheel.
See, we use wheel in two different terms because when I say wheel, I'm thinking of like what most people call a rim. Are we talking about tire?
yes,
Okay,
that's what we're
yeah.
talking about. No, rim.
Oh, we're talking about wheel. Oh, dude. I honestly don't know. There's a lot of good ones. That's the problem. There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
But it also depends on how you want them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
All depends on how you want.
If
The
there
wheel
are,
wheel is
Okay.
totally based on the build. You don't put a big American force wheel on an off-roader.
You don't.
That's the thing. Like, if you wanted a show car, you're not gonna put. Well, you could put. Okay, let me put that other way. If you're gonna have a street car, you wouldn't put some like ADVs on there or whatever they're called, advanced point ones. That weigh like crap ton more than the manufacturer wheels because they're bigger.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't know, man, because if you're just going show car, it doesn't matter what you put on it. I don't know, man. I don't dwell much in tires and wheels.
Really?
All right, let's move up to suspension.
I don't. Okay, now we're talking my shit. Suspension is my area, especially being like fucking doing suspension for mechanics, and being my favorite thing to do. May I add? Unless it's the Toyota coil springs. Some fucking bull, or not Toyota, but fucking Subaru's fucking coil springs. It's goddamn bullshit's what it is. Don't fucking laugh at me, Dawson, you son of a bitch.
No, I know where you're coming from.
Yeah, I know, because now I work where you used to.
Yeah. Can I climb this and not be 2 chromosomes? No, it's not physically possible. I just want to get over this stupid rock so I can get to this road.
Also, just to let you guys know who is watching on Twitch, which is our one person. We are literally just playing random games while doing this.
Yeah, no, I'm playing the crew right now. Trying to not yell. It's brilliant physics.
I'm playing Destiny because I don't have the crew. I don't even have the money to get the crew. So. So just by any chance, can you guys double check to see if your audio is working in the stream? So just by any chance, can you guys double check to see if your audio is working in the stream?
Is
Here's
mine?
this.
Is mine?
Yeah, it's working. It's working. I can hear the echo.
Oh yeah.
And you guys can probably
Echo.
fucking hear it too. Yeah, it's working.
Oh yeah.
Oh. I'm happy that we have
Suspension.
one fucking suspension. Okay, so if we're going suspension, it depends on how you want to do it. You can either do it right the first time, or you can have multiple failures. I'm not saying going cheap is bad,
Yeah,
but I'm definitely not saying go fucking eBay.
Yeah.
You can do a budget build for
correction.
anything, but don't eBay it. Sorry, that's just personal opinion. Matt, your thoughts on it?
Personally, I'm a really, really big fan of custom branded lift kits. Because personally, think when you get into something like that, like if you have a really really nicely built off roader and you've put a good bit of time and money into it and you know what's up, um, it makes it sound better than like no, hey, when somebody asks me, hey, what kind of lift are you running? You can tell them, oh, I run an Icon lift or I run a King lift. Like personally, I don't think that there's anything more satisfying than telling people like what you have on your build. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I have a 4-inch, 4 to 6 inch icon lift with very nice reservoirs. So I would if I was building a truck, I'd always go name brand. Whether I wanted to make it look like a SEMA truck with a big one-off lift kit that was like 12 inches tall, or whether it be an off-roader and it's on an Icon or a King lift.
See, that's my point. You like being able to tell people it's name brand, right? And people know what you're talking about.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, totally.
Because
Totally.
you can totally get
But I don't
something.
think that there's anything better.
Exactly. But let's say you're trying to budget. Would you go eBay? Or would you go for not as
No.
expensive but mid grade?
No.
Rough country. I'd go rough
Oh,
country before I went
yeah.
eBay.
See that what we're trying to say is basically like I'm not telling you go out buy a brand new 2020 Tacoma and put $1,000 lift kit on it. I don't even know if
Yeah.
that's how much an Icon lift costs. But just don't go out and spend your money on some lift kit that you don't need. Like if you have a single cab and it's a little low and you're going to be towing and that kind of stuff, then hell, go for a big lift kit. Go for something that's going to suit the needs that you want. Because it's like buying a car. What's going to suit your needs? Because if you need something to tow, a trailer and all that kind of stuff, you're not going to buy a Supra. But
Agreed.
get what you
Agreed.
need. Get, get, get what you need.
Because I really
Get
want.
what you want. Get what you need.
Because, okay, see, I want coilovers that is $1,200. But I can't afford it. But I don't want to do eBay $300 coilovers because they're just terrible. Oh my god, they're just bad. So I'm gonna go
And use that
for
as
I'm
motivation.
going for mid grade. No, I'm gonna go for mid grade. I'm gonna spend $400 on Racelands,
Raceland's not bad.
but they're
It's a
not
name brand that people
they're
know.
not top of the line though.
No, definitely not.
It's not like a fucking Jim Wolf 10. Not it's not like a Tim Wolf Jim or god damn it. Why do I keep wanting to say Jim when I want to say twin? A twin turbo kit. A Jim Wolf twin turbo kit is fucking $4,500. I can't afford that, right?
That's so crazy.
It's fucking insane. But it literally tells you how to put it on the car.
I mean, every
And
product, when you get it, whether it be a lift or a turbo kit, it should tell you how to put it on.
Dude, no, they don't.
They should.
That's why I'm saying, this is why I'm saying eBay turbo kits and eBay anything. You don't get instructions. Half of it is made in the shittiest side of China. It's bad. You can either modify it and be a fucking baller and be Gucci and just sling money around that you have, or you can be someone trying to look cool, right? But have shitty suspension, shitty wheels, shitty parts, and blow a fucking rod through your goddamn engine because you want to go cheap. As in where I'm going
So a
mid
SEMA
grade.
build.
Yeah, pretty much a SEMA build.
Damn, Dawson.
He's not wrong though, Matt.
Bro.
He really
He's not
he
wrong.
just
SEMA
said
builds are
SEMA
just-
build.
But he's not wrong. So
Hey, I know some cars. I'm not saying I know them personally, but I know some cars that have been to SEMA and have stood the test of time. I would like to reference D-Max Rhino and his Denali and his Tahoe. Both of them are both SEMA built, and neither of them has problems.
I'm not saying every truck or car that goes through SEMA are terrible, but it's like a good vast majority are put together mostly at the last second. They'd show the welds and it was looked like it was done by a blind 3-year-old. And it's just the parts that they throw on there are just expensive. They just
Yeah,
make it look nice, but not predictable at all. I
mm,
not slide around like
good point.
butter on toast, please.
I do get where you're coming from. SEMA builds are that extraordinary. Like, how often do you really see a truck out there with a really big lift on it on really big wheels? Not that often.
Dude,
And
It's so
personally,
dark, dude.
I think when you see them, I think they're awesome. Like, I look at every car the same as if it was the same. It's a car that I don't have, that I wish I had, and I really, really like.
yeah, you're not wrong. I'll give you that. But it doesn't mean they're still not trash.
You can have money, but you can also have bad taste.
I have zero money, and I would like to think, moderately good taste.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so if it came down to it, what would you truly want? I, car mods all get based off what you truly want. We've barely scraped the surface of what you can do.
That's true.
We've went
That's
over
true.
tires,
By no
we've went
means-
over wheels, and we've went over fucking... We're really not even halfway through suspension. There's so many
No.
different
No,
things.
we're not. There's so many different
If you really
categories
wanted
to
to-
it.
You can go from coilovers, lowering
You can just cut
springs.
springs.
And you're a fucking retard if you do, because that's so not safe.
It's not, but people do it. It's
And they're
cheap way.
fucking
No,
retards.
We haven't even touched on bags. On
We
airbags.
haven't,
Because
bro.
Airbags are dual purpose.
I want to fucking bag the
Think about
truck so bad, but I know in my head, I think it'll look nice, but I want it to look nice for everybody. That's why I think lowering the Honda, painting my wheels championship white, painting it and doing all that, I think it'll look nice.
Personally, if I could do everything that I wanted on my car, man, I would custom forge control arms and custom forge lockers and all that kind of stuff. But sadly, I can't.
Exactly, you can't. So let's put this in a. Let's say you want to upgrade your suspension. We're gonna go. I don't know much about lifting a truck. You guys probably know as much as I do about lowering cars or even just fixing suspension in general. I would assume.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. So let's just say a scenario. Let's say you want to lower your vehicle, right? We'll start with lowering springs. Do you think you could live with low end springs if you upgrade your struts and shocks?
I think so.
Probably.
Do you think it would make it worse, or do you think it would make it better, or get somewhere a little in between?
It
I think it'd
truly,
be a little
honestly
bit better.
lies within what kind of car you're doing it to. Because a Honda Civic Si is not going to feel the same as like a BMW 3 Series if you do that kind of thing.
Hmm. Good point.
I if I when my next car, I'm gonna get coilovers. That's what I'm gonna be doing to lower my car.
I'm probably going to get coilovers too when I get the Mustang.
Hell yeah! When are you getting a Stang? Or when do you predict getting a
I
Stang?
don't know yet. When do I predict getting a Stang? By
Yeah,
the age of
because
30.
do you predict it any faster?
6 years away.
27.
Do you see it in the near future or the far or near future or far future?
Far future.
So you don't see it in like the
Far
next
future.
2 years.
No.
Hmm. Interesting.
But I can confidently say I'm either going to be getting an S550 or the new body style that they come out with.
Let's go ahead and put on the record here. Me, Jacob, right, the guy who worked for Ford, would never own a Mustang in his life.
I love Mustangs. I think they're awesome.
Let me rephrase that. If I had to own one, it would definitely have to be a Fox body. Not, it doesn't have to be a 5.0, but it would have to be a Fox body that I can
Why
slap a
would you get a
5.0
Fox
in.
body and not have a
Be-
5.0?
Okay, look, it's cheaper to get it without the 5.0 in it and then put the 5.0 in it.
A newer 5.0 or the one that came in it?
No, the one that came in it. Which
I'd
isn't
honestly
that hard to
probably
find.
put a new 5.0 in it. Actually,
Yeah.
no. I'd actually throw
Yeah.
a 5.2 in it.
Yeah, but you'd have to change so much wiring to put the new 5.0 in it, and you'd have to make it admissions compatible, which means you would take it from OBD1 to OBD2. Fuck that, when I can do whatever the fuck I want to it if I use the old engine and not have to do an emission inspection on it for it to work.
You're right.
Come on, there's several builds that you could do with the 5.0. Especially with the fucking Fox body, dude. Oh, it would be my fucking drag car. 100%. That was the smallest, to my knowledge, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, I'm about 99.9% sure that the Fox body was the smallest Mustang they made. It was also the lightest that they slapped a 5.0 in.
The 2000s might be smaller. Like, think of Sean's car, and then think of a Fox body.
Yeah, but I meant just weight-wise. Sean's car weighs more than a Fox body. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, if it was gonna be a drag car, it'd already be stripped out anyways.
That's
It's
my
just a roll
fucking
cage
point.
and a pass or driver's seat.
That's again my point. You guys aren't gonna believe what I'm playing right now.
What are you
Is
playing?
it not Destiny?
It's fucking Minecraft. No, because the stream kept crashing every time I tried to play Destiny. So I had no other choice but to do this.
So,
Because I didn't want to
Y'all
sit
good
here and
about
not be able to
talking
play
on
the fucking
suspension?
game. Well, the topic that I really wanted to get at was, okay, so we did what? The original topic was going over springs. And we went from mid grade to high grade, and then we got onto the topic of Ford and Mustangs. Lowering springs. Would you rather do lowering springs or would you rather do coilovers?
Coilovers.
Would you rather do half adjustable or full adjustable?
Full.
Elaborate.
It's just, it makes more sense to get full. I feel like. I mean, it's just, if you're gonna do it, just go all the way, I think. Not money-wise, like, go all the way, but... Because I got the 5100 right-out adjustables in my truck. And instead of just sitting it, like, where it would be leveled, I kind of went one notch higher. I just said, let's just go all the way up. And I think it looks better than it would normally. If that makes sense. Probably not.
It made sense to me. Maybe not our single one-liner viewer. I'm shocked that we even have one fucking viewer, actually.
Sure it's not yourself?
No, I'm not even watching the stream anymore. I only pull it up to check to see if it's still working. So, the one person watching
Austin,
is
how long
not
is
me.
this road?
It goes all the way to LA. So it's pretty much Texas to LA, just a dirt road.
And why did I get off my bike again?
I don't know. So, Matt, what was your opinion on, full adjustable, half adjustable, or springs?
Full adjustable. I would not settle for anything less.
Am I the only cheap bastard here? I would honestly rather have. Because I'd rather only have half adjustables, to be honest with you. They're cheaper, they're easier to do a budget build on, and they're definitely the best thing the very first time you lower a car. Because obviously on my Honda, I'm buying half adjustables from Raceland, and then when I get fucking, well, no, I could get full adjustables. I fuck with suspension all the time. But this is my first time doing it to my own vehicle. Plus, it's the first time I'm lowering a vehicle myself. I would much rather be able to do half adjust for the simple fact that it's easier to play with than a full adjust. Any thoughts on...
It all depends on your personal preference.
Well, yeah, but obviously as you get done and you get more into the modifications and you do this and you do that, you're eventually going to want better things. Well, obviously, if you truly want to slam your fucking car, you got to get fully adjustables. But to learn how to adjust ride height to a moderate set and just... You never go balls to the wall from the very beginning. It's not hard, but we're going off of... Let's say someone literally buys... I don't know, we're going to say... man, Honda's the only thing that I can think of, because that's what I see most of the time. Let's say someone buys a Civic. Let's say it's a hatch or anything. I don't really give a fuck what it is. And they want to fucking lower it. But they don't know jack shit, right? Like, I mean, nothing. We're mechanics. We fuck with this shit daily. You know what I'm saying? We have more of a grasp on how the suspension works and how to lower it and do everything the correct way than someone off the street would. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in my personal opinion, I think you should start off with half adjustables. They're easy to install. They're easier to lower and adjust ride height than a full adjustable. Just for note, I'm putting full adjustables on my car first. I said that backwards.
What to say?
But I'm also putting mid-grade on mine, which are fucking Racelands. So... I'm putting $400 suspension in my car. Which, fun fact, for me to lower my car is cheaper than me fixing the fucked up strut.
Just onto things.
I know, right? Like, what the fuck? But, you guys probably know more about lift kits than I do. Let's talk about... Because I'm done on my rant about the coilovers and springs. And we all had our opinions on it. So, I would like to learn more about lift kits. So, if you guys would want to talk about lift kits. Like, bare bones lift kit, like, dirt cheap lift kit to something fucking extravagant. Like the levels of lifting your truck or car or...
Well, see, the level of lifting your car now, especially this year, with all the different model year trucks that are coming out, it's hard to set the stage for what your starting point is. Because look at a Ford Raptor. A Ford Raptor, for all of its years of production, has come with a Fox lift kit. But look at a Toyota Tacoma. It's come with a Bilstein lift. What are you gonna do
Unless you
about
get
that?
the TRD Pro,
Yeah, unless you get the TRD Pro, then you get the TRD Pro lift kit. But
which is Fox.
like everybody has like a different setting point. Like, look, a Tacoma and a Raptor both have Fox lift kits straight off the what's it called, the showroom floor.
Okay, well, we're not talking about buying a lifted truck. We're talking about doing it yourself.
I mean, man, if I had to ballpark it, I'd say to start off a Bilstein lift is probably your best bet. Good lift, not much that can be said bad about it. Sure, it might be a stiff-ish ride, and you might not like it very much, but hey, it's a lift.
It ain't
Well,
gonna be comfortable.
You could always do rough country that you guys complain about all the time.
Rough Country and Toyotech are like the cheapest suspension lifts that you can probably buy.
And them being cheap speaks for their quality, but they do what you want them to do. You can get like a 4-inch country suspension lift, and you'll get a suspension lift.
Okay, so here's a fun little thing to note. What would be one of the funnest, right? What would be one of the or what is the benefits now of suspension? And this is just going to be broad. What are the upgrading upgrading your suspension? We'll start with trucks.
To put in a sentence or less,
It doesn't even have to be a sentence or
towing.
less.
Static.
You can't elaborate.
Towing look aggressiveness.
Towing look aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think those are the three things it touches on the most. Touches, looks, and aggressiveness.
The biggest thing for suspension for me is I'm more performance than how it looks technically. So like if you get like a BRZ, for example, I'm gonna throw coilovers on it so it gets a better center of gravity, better downforce. But if I'm for truck wise, I'm most likely gonna get some appearance but also functionality. So I'm gonna get a 4-inch, say King or Baja style. Just bigger in the front.
Dude, your truck on Baja would look nice.
That's what it's gonna be. It's my Baja style.
Hell yeah,
It's gonna
dude.
fuck
That'd be cool as shit. I think that would look really nice on your fucking taco.
Probably gonna have to fabricate it, so help with that by all means.
Most likely, to be 100% honest with you. Most fucking likely. So, got that out of the way. Let's go with lowering. What are the benefits to lowering?
Like I said,
That's
better
out of
center of
my
gravity
ballpark.
and downforce. Your car's gonna sit lower to the ground. You're gonna get more traction. You're gonna get better aerodynamics.
Plus handling. You'll be able to take turns better too.
Well, yeah, that comes with.
Hey man, I'm just trying to hit all the bases. I'm trying here. We're all trying. We're all literally talking about bullshit. Okay? We're literally just three guys.
Look at the
Shooting shit.
stance of an F1 car. There's literally, you couldn't fit a piece of paper underneath it.
You couldn't.
They're very, very low to the ground.
They are. But I swear to God, I bet they handle like a goddamn dream.
Well, they're made to
They're
go
actually
like 100 around any corner.
around like basic corners.
Well, we got our hands into, we've now done wheels, tires, suspension. I guess next is, would you want to do, are we going to talk exterior? Like, making your car look nice type mods, or are we going to go performance?
Both.
Yeah, both.
Well, what I would do, I'm just gonna use the BRZ as an example. I don't know why that keeps coming in my head, but that's what I'm gonna use.
It's probably because I
gonna
mentioned
get a big-
Subaru earlier, to be honest with you.
Well, that because I also kind of want a BRZ, but I'm gonna get a lip, or okay, a lip and a bumper are two different things. You should know that by now. But I would get a lip. I wouldn't get a bumper.
Is that what I call a
Get a
splitter?
lip so I can get. Yes.
Okay.
Splitter, lip, whatever you want. Like,
Well, I was just making sure.
I call
'Cause,
it a lip. 'Cause
again, we were doing different
the
lingos
one I
earlier.
want is long.
Okay.
If you get splitter rods too, that's an aesthetic thing for me. I don't really think they serve a performance part, but I think they look cool. That's the front. The side skirts, again, are aerodynamics. They're not really for downforce. And then big wing and big bumper. Big wing, you get more air getting pushed down on the back end, providing more grip. Same with the diffuser. Diffuser pushes air out of the car from underneath, so there's better airflow. So all those look good, but they also serve a purpose. Like any Greddy, I think that's how you pronounce it. Any Greddy part is literally looks insane, but it provides an actual scientific performance. Including an exhaust.
I just want to say this now.
Muffler does provide performance.
You're going very insane with this. I'm loving it actually. I really am. That's no fucking joke.
Insane.
It's fucking dope as shit what you're doing right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm so enticed in listening to what you're saying that I forgot what the topic was myself.
Bumpers and stuff. Like,
Oh no. Did I lag out? I might have lagged out. Fellas, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Dawson?
yeah, I'm here. My mic came up. But I was gonna say, just imagine a Pikes Peak car, and how insane that it looks, with the fact that it can take a turn going like 120 without really braking.
Yeah.
All because of just the way that it sits and the way that it rides, just because of the bumpers and the wing and stuff.
Yeah.
What about y'all? I've been ranting for like.
I'm just enticed. I really am. This blew my mind. Because if I'm doing anything visual, like just bumper wise, I'm putting I would really like to get a damn it, what is the name of the fucking body kit? Give me a second, I'll think of the name.
Okay, Bunny.
But what it is, no. What it is that it is a body kit that is not made out of fiberglass, right? or anything like that. It is completely foldable, so you can't really break it. You literally just let it sit in the sun, and it will remold itself back into the way it wants, in the way it's supposed to look. I want to know the name of it because it's what I'm putting on the car. Fuck. Someone go on something, please, so I can Google this.
Wait, what are you trying to figure out?
It's the name of the body kit that I'm going to put on my car, because I don't want to get something fiberglass like most body kits are, and fucking hit something and crack it and split it and shit like that. There is a body kit that is literally so flexible that you can fold it up, sit it there for like probably 3 hours, and it'll stay like that, but you put it in the sun and it will remold back to the way it's supposed to look. I can't remember the name of it. Huh? No, it's not plexiglass. It's literally plastic. It's a high-end plastic. But I can't remember the name of the goddamn body kit, which is what's fucking with me, and it's really starting to piss me off. So, I need somebody to go on a tangent, please, so I can figure this shit out. Because I gotta Google it. I have to know. It's gonna irritate me until I figure it out. Matt, you're big on fucking how pretty a vehicle looks. Give us some insight on some shit. You're very particular on how vehicles look, too. Is that what it's called?
I do.
I have no idea.
I am particular. I'm very particular.
Painting. Let's go off painting. There's a lot of shit you can do painting. Let's talk the difference between vinyl wrap, paint, and a do-it-yourself. Let's go for that. That sounds like a pretty fun sample. Clear coat.
It's not really paint, but clear coat all the way. Always go clear coat.
Yeah.
I don't care what car you have. I don't care how old it is. If you want to protect your paint, get clear coat.
Clear coat.
Well, obviously you're gonna be smart enough to get clear coat. I would hope you're smart enough to get fucking clear coat.
My next car is gonna have a clear wrap on the front, just because of debris and rocks and stuff. Some dude came into work today with like a really crappy paint job. He was like, "Anybody know what to do to save this thing?" And I just looked at him like, "You will need a lot of money to fix that." It was supposed to be like a cherry red kind of candy apple red, but it was like a matte red. It's like, oh.
Found it. I found the body kit.
What's it called?
It's made by KBD.
No idea.
They specifically make it for your vehicle, right? So every body kit is one of a kind. It's a polyurethane body kit.
Polyurethane. That's what you're thinking.
It's fucking foldable. It literally comes to you in a rectangle box smaller than the body kit. And then you just let it sit in the sun and it'll reform itself, and then you attach it to your car. That is, on God, one of my favorite things to fucking... That's what I want, because I'm scared that I would fuck up a really expensive body kit. That is that is my shit for right now on that idea. So, but as you guys were talking about paint, we were on clear coat, and you were telling me I'd be surprised at how many people went and fucking use it.
People, it may cost a good bit. I mean, it's not like outrageously expensive, but I think it's worth the penny. Because it's gonna help with your resale value for sure.
What, painting your car or
No
truck?
clear coat.
Oh,
If you
clear
put
coat.
clear coat on your car.
Well, obviously, because it's gonna give longevity. Fun fact: did you know there's something literally called double clear coat?
Negative.
Yeah, dude, it's called double clear coat, and if you have bad looking headlights, it's really fucking godly about it because you'll sand your headlights down, you'll clean them off, you'll sand them down with a little bit finer of a grit of sandpaper, and you'll do this. You'll sand it down once, wipe it off, sand it down once with the same grit, wipe it off, sand it down again with the same grit, and wipe it off, and then you'll do the lighter grit or the lighter grit, and you'll do it 3 times, and you'll go one more up from there, and you'll grind, do it again. And then when you have it all nice and cleaned off and it looks nice again, you double clear coat it. It's double clear coat. And it's fucking insane how much better it looks than doing like one of the restoration kits. It'll look brand new. And it'll stay brand new for a long time. My brother did it to his Pontiac 6 years ago. His headlights last year just started getting dingy again.
What do you do when they get dingy again? You just
do
the
it
whole
again.
process over
Yep.
again.
But 6 years and not having to worry about your headlights looking like shit, especially in a pollinated state as of as of North Carolina.
Now everybody knows where we live.
Man, Matt brought it up in the very beginning of the stream. And don't tell me I'm wrong, because I am telling the truth on that. Am I wrong, Matt?
Plead the fifth.
See, I thought so. I fucking thought so. I have video proof of this shit. But fucking... No, like, would you rather... Would you do a spray paint job to your own vehicle?
No.
No, wait. People's done it, and it's looked fan-fucking-tastic.
It's got to be 1-to-1 of the original paint. I can tell a difference if it's a slightly darker gray than what should be on there.
Well,
And if I see a little bit of imperfection, it's gonna bug the living crap out of me.
we're talking about cut... Dawson, my car literally has a black hood on it right now, and I have a champagne Honda.
Yeah, like, good luck trying to find spray paint that's in that exact color.
It doesn't matter. I'm painting a galaxy on my hood, the top of my car, and my trunk. And it's all going to be done with spray paint.
Is it a special kind of spray paint, or is it
Yeah,
just
you can.
something
It's
particular
special
that's
spray
done?
paint. Like I said, it's special spray paint. You can get special spray paint, and it would still be cheaper than going and getting someone to paint your car. Do you get what I'm saying? So do you think DIY is truly the worst thing to do? Because if you paint to begin with, you can do it yourself. Like I said, some spray painted jobs look good. And we're not saying you're using the same...
I'm not denying that.
I'm not saying that you're doing the same colors as the car. Like you said, good luck finding that champagne color. I know. But I'm spray painting the car fucking black. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The color of the car is completely changing, and I'm re-spray painting the hood to that shade of black. So could you tell me you could see the imperfections in it unless I fuck up?
Well, now that you said you, if you are, now you are going to. Oh my god.
So if I fucked up, could you see the imperfections? Because if it's all
I'm
one
gonna
solid color,
inspect
if
it.
it's all one solid color, fuck off, okay? It's project car to begin with. It's Honda. It's gonna look like shit to begin with in the beginning anyways. But don't get me wrong, I love my fucking car. I will always love my fucking car. To death. Never will change. But do you really think if I don't fuck up, could you tell that I painted my... Because you know what my car looks like. So me telling you me painting it a different color is not going to make a difference.
I've drove it.
That is true. He has drove my car. And my truck.
But like, yeah. I'm gonna once you paint it, I want to be the first one to see it because I want to find something. Now that you
You're
say
just
that,
going to be a
maybe
fucking dick
give us
about it
making
now.
imperfection.
You're just
Yes,
going
I
to be a
am.
dick now. But that's... Besides you being a dick and being spiteful because we're friends, right? I want to know the truth. So if you spray painted the
Holy.
entire car a different color, you can't say that you could see the imperfection if it was gray and then you try to respray painting the blemishes. Obviously, that's going to look different to begin with. We're saying you're completely changing the color of the car. So could you spot the imperfections?
Probably not.
See, that was my point in going into this to begin with. Who the fuck is Jaden Green? Who cares? Fucking, sorry, Jaden Green, whoever the hell you are. If you ever become a future viewer.
I do.
I don't
Did
give a
you
fuck.
just subscribe or something?
No. It popped up on Facebook. I was like, who the fuck is this? It was one of the suggested things.
Sounds familiar.
Dude has a profile picture of a fucking car, so... I don't know, man. But yes, I'm not spray painting the entire car. So, fuck off. But you can tell me if I do imperfections in making the Galaxy go from the hood, the top of the car, to the trunk. Will that make you feel better?
I'll point it out. Trust me. I'll find something.
Oh, dude, and I straight up will fucking point out the problems with your truck too, Mr. Taco Sauce.
Oh no, I know there's paint chips all over the hood of my truck.
I ain't talking shit
Not
on your
saying
sticker. I love your sticker to death. That is like the greatest goddamn sticker. I love it. Taco sauce only on the fuel door. That's fucking mint. That's fucking sexy.
I saw it at Town and Country. It was green, which I didn't like.
Dude, honestly, I think you should have done it in white because your truck's gray.
I don't remember all the color options, but I think white wasn't up.
But while we're on stickers, my car is like the king of stickers, and my truck. If it
Oh
comes
yeah,
to our
facts.
friend group,
That's true.
if it comes to our friend group, my vehicle has the most stickers. Both my vehicles.
I'm trying to expand Loki.
Oh, what?
I,
Stickers?
Yeah.
Hell
bought something.
yeah! Oh, really?
And
You
I
bought
asked to
something
see if
new?
I can get some stickers. Well, it's not like a car mod or anything. It's
I thought it was just stickers.
don't worry about what it is. But I asked for I asked for stickers if they could send me stickers in there. But we'll see if that happens.
Dawson, I want to know what you ordered. Because obviously you're putting it on your truck if you get one. Or if you get them.
No, I'm not putting it. It's not a vehicle mod. It's a King product like the King off-road suspension products, but it's not it's not for my truck, it's for me.
It doesn't
It's an
have...
apparel.
It doesn't fucking have to, bro. You're still going to put the sticker on your truck.
If I get a sticker.
Cool. So can I please know what you're getting?
it's a what is it called? Let me look it up. See, get the right name for it. It's a face mask slash neck warmer with dust and sun UV protection.
That's fucking
So you can use it as a
badass.
face mask, but you can also use it as like use it for the back of your neck if it's sunny out while you're mowing or something like that.
Dude, again, that's fucking badass as shit.
Bro, I was gonna get it yesterday, but as soon as I was about to buy it, they were sold out, so they sold out really quickly. And they said they're gonna restock soon, and I restocked again today, and they raised the price, but
I wonder
not
why.
surprised either. Because they sold out stupid quick.
That's fucking retarded, man. Like, what the fuck?
It's not much. It was like $10 more, but it's whatever. I wanted it, and I think it's gonna be useful for what's going on right now. So
Oh. Back to the original conversation, fellas.
yeah.
Paint. Dawson says no go for spray paint. Matt?
Personally, I'm all about doing it yourself and that kind of thing. But there's some jobs best left to professionals.
So you're gonna come to me to install your suspension.
Dang it.
I mean,
Would be a
sure.
that's just an analogy, just as an analogy for
Yeah.
like to a professional.
Yeah.
I think I'm a
If I was
professional
getting a lift
mechanic.
installed, I'd either go to a friend that I know knew lifts or to an off-road shop.
Okay, exactly. But
Cool,
come
right?
on. Okay, so let's put in
You
the
go.
let's put in
Place in Gaston.
let's put in a let's put in a scenario. I forgot what I was gonna fucking say. Why do I have to have the attention span of a goddamn goldfish? Or memory span? This is fucking bullshit. Okay? Fucking bullshit.
Talking about suspension.
No, it was about painting. The analogy was that you would have me install your suspension and then do it yourself. DIY, right? Okay. Let's say you just had car parts sitting around your fucking house. You can practice until you can make it look good. What about then, Matt? Does that change opinion at all?
Yes. If I had previous practice on the product I was installing, by all means, I would do it myself.
Are we
Yeah,
still
I mean,
talking
when I
about?
get
Are
my
we
new
still?
wheels and tires, that's what I'm gonna do it myself.
Dawson, it's because you know how.
Yeah, it's because I've done it before. Oh my god, dude. Stupid guy.
Well, I understand that, but we're on well, no, yeah, that still goes along with the basics. If you practice it before you do it, let's say it's a fender, you're practicing on this old fender before you do it to your own car or truck or whatever. You're going to make it look nice or at least decent. Or if you just suck at it, you suck at it.
My plastic dip job. Trash.
Dude, that's also
That's
one
an
that I
example.
didn't put in there. That's one that I didn't put in there. Would you plasti dip your car?
I would.
I've seen
I
that
wouldn't
shit
do
done.
my own I would
I have
do it
seen that
personally,
shit
but I
done.
don't-
It is sexy as
Yeah, no, you
fuck,
can
dude.
definitely do it. It's like a wrap, but cheap.
It's fucking sexy as shit. $500 of plasti dip, you can paint your car in
Oh, yeah.
plasti dip,
Without a doubt.
which is dope as fuck. And if it turns out fucking bad, right? You literally just peel it off and do it again.
Bro, this dude. What is he even using?
I think, in all God's honesty, it's a win-win for that type of situation. Because if it looks ugly, you can just deal it. That's fucking genius. I can't believe I forgot about Plasti Dip in painting, vinyl, or DIY.
The only problem with plastic tip is when you peel it off, it's a pain.
Oh, I know. It's a pain in the ass. I know. But if you do it right, it can look sexy.
Facts.
Mm.
That's the thing, doing it right. It's
What do you
hard
think?
to. It's pretty easy to mess up.
It may be pretty easy to mess up, but it's pretty easy to fix too.
Right.
And it's cheap. Damn, I should have said Plasti Dip, not fucking spray paint. I'm still spray painting though.
God.
But fucking
So you get a collateral?
yeah, dude. Oh my god, Plasti Dip, sexy as fuck. Oh my god. On to vinyl wrapping. That is definitely something I would not do myself.
Definitely not. It's a lot harder than it looks.
Oh, dude, I know. I've seen people do that shit. Oh my god, it's such a
You
pain
gotta
in the
literally
ass.
take off bumpers and stuff.
I'm good, dude. Like, fuck.
If you're good with body work, go for it. But
But
if you have no idea what you're doing,
I think that's honestly that's how most people start doing things. Like I started fucking with my car when I bought it. Like I didn't even think about the problems with starting a new car or not having it run while fucking with it, which was bad because I lost my car for like 2 months.
God, dude, why am I? They're using MP7s, bro. I'm using a P90. They ain't dying. Kidding me?
So, vinyl wrap. All types look good, but would you do a solid color or would you do images like businesses do?
Solid color.
Okay, so Jacob's anime bitch is off the list. Got you.
I like that, but like,
Dude, some of those look
if it's
really
gonna be
nice.
pictures or something, it's gotta be well done. It can't be just something
Oh,
like
you would definitely get
couple
that
pictures and
professionally
that's it.
done. Oh, that would definitely be professionally done.
Same gun.
But the problem is when you do something like that, unless you wrap the entire vehicle in a completely different color and then redo it, it's really hard because you have to get that shit custom made. Unless you can find a spot in the anime where shit was done. You get what I'm saying? Like if I wanted, because my pickup truck's white, right? Let's say I want a white background. Well, I gotta fuck with it real bad and find something from some anime, and it has to be that. Like if I'm wrapping it, it's going to be fucking one chick, right? So I get to pick one anime, and I have to be able to pick a background where it's all white. Catch my drift?
Yeah.
Enemy claimed Zone B. It is lost.
That's the fucking hard part about it. It is. And I hate that. But if I get it professionally done, it's gonna cost me fucking I think it's like $1,500.
Oh no, they're very expensive.
Other variations. Yeah, dude.
Zone B.
Getting shit wrapped professionally is fucking
Jesus Christ,
exhausting.
these kids.
It is. In all God's honesty, it is.
You're in the lead.
It's a
Doing
merchandise
any-
thing. I ain't something you can do one day.
I've seen people do wraps in a day. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, they can do it in a day, but it's like a good 6-hour job, probably more. And if you have more than one customer come in,
That's why you have to have highly trained professionals on your team, brother. That's all I can say to that one. I don't have an answer for that one. It's not like you go to a fucking lube shop and be like, okay, do a tire rotation and everyone scratches their ass. What? Okay, we'll give it a try.
do a tire rotation. Bro, these kids are sweating so hard. It's hilarious.
Are you playing a shooter?
Yeah, I'm playing Modern Warfare.
God damn it, dude. I really want that
Every
game.
time. Every time.
Matt, opinion.
About what?
You're being very quiet around the exterior shit of the car.
He's
Like-
sitting upstairs. You can't get to him.
Zone B lost. It's a power play.
We're gonna hear Dawson rage here in a minute. Just wait, chat.
Oh yeah, no, you.
It's gonna be fucking hilarious. But yeah, what's your opinion on
I
like
killed myself.
spray paint,
On like rapping?
paint, spray painting, plastic dipping, professional paint, and vinyl wrapping? What are your opinions on all of them? Because me and Dawson gave our opinions on all of them so far. This is the one topic that you haven't dwelled your toes in, or dipped your toes in.
Professional paint for me is. That's as honest as the Bible. That's always gonna be my way to go.
But let's say you can't.
Vinyl wrapping. Vinyl wrapping. That's a big step because when you vinyl wrap something, it's. I don't know. I've heard they're like way harder to maintain, and all that kind of stuff.
Harder to clean.
Yeah, they're harder to clean too. But spray painting a car, unless it's like the complete beater car and you really don't give a crap about it. I'm gonna say paint it every time, preferably black.
No, we're not going to get into color options because if that's what we're doing, I would preferably have a white car.
Zone C captured. That's a power play.
I'd have a
You took
blue car then.
now hold.
They're blue or black.
Dawson.
Zone B lost.
Depends on the car.
Depends
For
on
my
the
truck,
car.
if trucks in general, I think the car that I have now is a good color
Dude.
to have.
Team that fights.
That like metal gray.
The Micah.
Oh no, they both use supers. No. You got a good point, and I'm very happy with the colors of my car and truck too.
Well executed. You're leading.
So what is everyone's vote? Because in all God's honesty, I would still prefer
Have advanced.
spray paint.
5 minutes left.
Professional
I
paint
think-
for me.
Yeah, paint, or manufacturer paint, or vinyl wrap.
Wow, I really am just the low cost person here, ain't I? I am cheap.
I mean, it's a taste thing. It's not really a money thing.
Do you really think I'd spray paint my car if I could not afford it?
It's just a
Yes.
trick question.
God damn it, Matt. Shut up. You know you're right, and that's not funny. I'm trying to make controversy, god damn it, and it's not working.
Oh, FSU Seminole fan. Oh, I'm sorry about your loss there, Chief.
Sorry, bucko. But yeah, man, it's... Well, yeah, I guess our opinions go into preference, too, because I would still rather spray paint. Because eventually, if you spray paint well enough, people are going to think it was professionally done, and you can be proud of yourself for the work that you put into it. So yeah, Matt's not wrong on my preference. You're not. I would still not fucking paint it if I could afford it.
I also think that manufacturers paint is always a good option too. Like if you're gonna buy a car, like if I was to buy a BRZ, I'd buy it in Subaru World Rally Blue.
I agree with this
I think that
choice.
is a gorgeous color.
I
If it was an
wholeheartedly
86, it'd
believe
be in
you.
that green. Because I can't pronounce that K word.
Zone C lost.
Agreed. Agreed, dude. Fucking agreed.
Get those zones back.
Well, we got to paint, vinyl, spray paint, how you would paint your vehicle. We've gotten a couple of body mods.
Zone B.
Is there anything that you would put?
Come on,
Is there anything that you two would personally put on your vehicles that does absolutely nothing for it?
Zone C lost.
A roof rack.
No, that roof rack's useful. Don't even. You've used it.
What if there was something I would put on my car that would just be there?
Yeah, but like literally have no functionality. Like ricers and their big ass wings.
That's useful though. Downforce.
With no other body mod or no other mods to their vehicle. It's useless.
Zone B lost. It's a power play. Get those zones back. You captured Zone A.
I don't
I don't
really
know,
know. 'Cause all
like-
the mods
like
that I would put on
fucking-
there would be useful.
Dude, just changing your
I
fucking
guess.
like changing your fucking head unit. That's you don't have to do that. And it doesn't really serve much of a purpose unless you're trying to
I
upgrade your entire
I'd
thing.
put the iPad in as a stereo. 'Cause that's an option you can do if you wanted to. You take out the center console and put an iPad in there.
That's useful though.
Careful. Your enemy.
Alright, well, I don't know then.
Come on, there's useless car mods everywhere. Or truck mods. Like, well, no, I guess it really has to go on to like fucking concrete princesses, dude, who fucking buy lifted trucks or shit like that, and it never once sees mud. What's the point of having the modifications if you're not going to use them for it? Like that. Let's
They're
say.
called SEMA builds.
God damn it, Dawson. No fucking shit. That's actually that goes 100% with the point that I have right now. Fuck you. I just want you to know that. Fuck you, Dawson. Mr. Dawson Keach. You fucking
Wow, just put my last name.
bastard. Well, we only have one person watching the stream, and I can edit it out of the video
I bet.
if I don't forget.
Better not forget.
Who the fuck cares?
I mean, Matt's name is just out there, so.
That's my point. Who the fuck cares? I'll put my name out there. I don't care. My name's been on YouTube before. The internet knows me.
I know your whole name.
No, you fucking don't.
Yeah, I do.
What is it?
Jacob Linden Brown.
Oh, fuck you do. Fuck. Fuck.
I'm good with names, I'm just bad with faces.
No wonder you can't pick up women. Have you seen your face?
Exactly. I know, it's
Have you
nice.
seen my face? Oh my god, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
I know, right? Fuck. It's fucking ugly as shit. Fucking ugly as shit. I'm getting another beer.
Alright, Ed Gein. Where is this dude at, dude? This dude's lagging like a freaking pixie flying around the room.
You're a fucking pixie flying around the room.
I wish I was. That way people couldn't kill me.
Motherfucker, I could totally kill you. I don't believe in pixies. Die. Because a pixie is a fairy. And if you don't believe in fairies, they die.
Bro, why is everybody in this game just dual wielding every time? Like, is that a camo thing that I don't understand? Because it's getting pretty annoying.
It's Call of Duty. There went my cell phone.
Why did Alex see me? Oh, he's playing Paul.
Okay. So we went over wheels, tires, suspension, and exterior. What would you do to your interior?
Oh,
Now this is free game. Like we're not going over this like what you should do, what you shouldn't do. What would you do personally to your interior?
Matt, do you want to take it away?
oh, you know I do. Oh, first, oh boy, I would have a
Before we begin
full.
this, Dawson, me and you both have to tell what we would do to our vehicles. Just to let you
Yeah, no, I am.
know. Okay.
I know what I want.
Okay, I do too. Go ahead, Matt. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Okay, so first, start off full ham radio setup. Of course, a ham radio license would be acquired in the making of this interior. Um, iPad for navigation. Shoot. There are so many things. I just can't even think of them right now. Probably a full S-Pod for all the lights that I have on the outside of my car. What else? I'd probably take out the center console, or not the center console, the like the radio unit and get a touchscreen for it. Get seat back panels for organization and all that kind of stuff. Man, that's honestly all it.
No changing like your finish, no changing your dash, no replacing parts, changing seats.
No, no. Seats have leather on them. I like the leather on my seats. My seats are great. Seat belts are fine. Trim is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not the biggest fan of like the black kind of faux wood, and I would change that if there was like a suitable equivalent. But I'd leave everything that came in the car looking about the same, except for a
I'm the
button or
complete
two.
opposite.
Or really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
For
Jacob,
me,
what about you?
oh,
Or
sorry.
Dawson, go ahead.
Dawson started,
Uh,
so Dawson, you go.
I would rip my seats out and put some Corbo GTS2s in there. Put a roll cage in it, and I would change the not the heads-up display, the speedometer color. I'm not a huge fan of the orange, to be honest. Bet you weren't expecting me to say seats, were you?
Not
Yeah, I
really.
was.
No, I've never heard
I
you
was.
talk about them.
We've
Corbo
talked about it before.
GTS2, those seats are just, oh, they're nice.
That's the only reason I expected it is because we talked about it.
It's just the seats now, like where your thighs are, there's just not enough support.
You don't have a goddamn thigh.
Corbos have not a. I have thighs. I need them to walk. But those seats are, I've heard on like Tacoma World and some other pages said those are really good seats for Baja, that kind of stuff. What about you, Jacob?
That was a very short list. Not gonna lie. I honestly figured both of y'all's list would have been a lot longer. Especially Matt's. No offense, Matt.
Untaken. It's just like when you think of all these big elaborate lists and then you talk about them, they're not really as big as you think.
Facts.
I was also hoping they would last long enough for me to eat. Not gonna lie. Jacob's hungry.
Oh, dang it.
Okay. So if I had to pick mine, right? So I'm gonna do both my vehicles. Okay. We're gonna start with the Honda because I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the longer of the two lists. Actually, it's most definitely going to be the longer of the two lists. I want fucking Sparko seats, right?
Bro, I just looked down that hallway.
If
Sparkles are good.
Yeah, dude, I want Sparko seats. I'm definitely going to put a fucking cage in it. I'm taking my headliner out, and I'm legitimately turning my car into the Rolls Royce Starry Night, the starlit rooftop. Like my car is going like I'm doing the Galaxy thing, and it's gonna scream Galaxy.
Facts. I like that look though.
Right? Yeah, but we both like space too.
Yeah, that's true. I'm kind of biased.
Don't matter. I think if it's done right, it's gonna look good as fuck.
Oh yeah.
But again, it gonna look good. I'll make sure of that shit. If not, I'm gonna fucking sand it down and repaint it and spend the extra fucking $500 to get the paint again.
I will put the roll cage in first, because you're gonna have to take the roof liner out anyways to put the roll cage in.
I'm doing both at the same time
Okay.
because that's when I'm gonna install my seats too.
Alright, let's. I know a topic that we haven't gotten through yet that
I'm
Matt's an expertise in.
but I'm not done with my.
Oh, you're not done? Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, there's a lot more to the interior, man. There's no longer going to be visors. I'm replacing. Now this is, in my opinion, I think it'll look good. In other people's opinion, so far that I've talked to, they didn't like it. I'm going to replace my rear view mirror with the rally mirrors,
Yeah. No, that'll look good though.
and I want the rally mirrors instead of my fucking rear view mirror. I think it'll look better.
I
I'm
had a couple
going,
Subarus come in that had.
dude. I know. I've worked on one. That's where the idea came from. Obviously you already know I'm not changing my shift knob. It's staying the 4-star Dragon Ball from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
But they fight in space and shit, so I'm counting it. They travel from planet to planet. Like, I'm counting it as under the theme. I don't care about the internet really much, so because I'm going to get a custom license plate that says Universe 7, which is also from Dragon Ball Z. And it's going to say Universe 7 on it, and I think that'll look really cool. Sparko seats, roll bar, headliner that is like the Rolls Royce Starlit, the rally mirror. I'm changing the color of my speedometer just like you.
What color is yours?
It's fucking orange. Or it's amber. It's amber, not orange. It's amber. And I don't like the fucking amber. I want it to be fucking... I want it fucking purple, which I can do.
I want mine blue.
I want it purple because the car, the galaxy colors, it's gonna start off like a bluish galaxy going fading into black, going into purple, going out like towards the back. So it's purple or it's gonna be blue at the front, at like on the hood, going up to the top of the car. It's gonna have a mixture of like blue and then the purple, and then it's gonna go into the purple going down the trunk lid. And I think it's gonna look sexy as fuck. I really do.
Jesus, bro. But yeah, I think that'll look good.
Yeah, see? So with the galaxy theme, also I'm taking the headliner and I'm changing it to black. And my interior is going to be turned into black. And I'm taking my seats, I'm taking the back seats out.
Completely?
Yep. That's the only way I'm going to get the roll bar in it. But the coolest thing that I think I'm doing is I'm removing my center console. I'm making a new one out of plexiglass, and I'm gonna LED light it.
Interesting.
And it's gonna be blue too.
Like I've seen that before.
I've never seen it. I thought I had a one-of-a-kind idea. So I think that would be pretty bitchin'. Now for the truck. There's not a whole lot. But no, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do to the truck yet, so never mind. I'll take my interior out of that one. But what do you think about the interior for the car?
I like it.
I thought it was a pretty dope idea. Matt?
I like it.
I knew Dawson would be all for it because we both into space.
I love anything space, bro.
Oh, did I mention that I'm gonna paint the wheels championship white?
Yes.
What do y'all think about that idea? How do you think that would look?
Champagne? I think it would look good.
Cool. Well, that wraps up our interior. That's just our own personal modifications. Now, what is it that you said Matt would be like 100% the expert of?
Lights.
Oh.
Okay,
He ain't
lights,
wrong.
taillights and stuff.
You ain't wrong.
Headlights and taillights.
Let's fucking
Okay,
go
we'll
for
start
it.
up front.
Because I literally just
We'll start
changed
up
the Hondas, so this is pretty cool. I would like to talk about this.
So, however you want to look at it, there are 3 or 4 different types of headlights. You have your good old-fashioned halogens, which I'm gonna resolve it right now, are crap.
I don't know, man. If you get them with
You
the
have-
projectile, with the magnifying lens, I think it looks pretty nice. That magnifying lens really does
Then you have-
make a difference.
Then after that, you have your slightly brighter, kind of crosses between an LED and a halogen, which is like a tad bit whiter, and gives you all the stuff you were missing with a halogen bulb, like looking off onto the sides and having a better kind of like you can see out further and that kind of thing. Then you have, I don't know which order they come in. This is not, up until this point, it has been in order. Now it's not in order. But there are either HIDs or LEDs. Now, HIDs and LEDs both have their positives and negatives. HIDs are, statistically speaking, a lot brighter than an LED.
Yeah, but
Purely because
they have
there's
to
a
heat
whole
up.
Exactly, they have to heat up. And the problem with it is that after so many hours of them being used, and this is the problem with any bulb, is that they all have a maximum amount of hours that they can be ran for. Like some of them are 20,000 hours, some of them are 30,000 hours, and the HIDs are just statistically speaking a lot higher than a standard bulb. But where HIDs and LEDs differ is that LEDs are just this tiny little thing that's all inclusive. But the problem with it is that they're incredibly horrible because they overheat, they screw up your headlight, and then you have to go out and buy a brand new headlight housing. So I've seen YouTube pages with this whole argument, and I don't remember the name of them right now, but I hope to find it. But they literally go through the good and the bad headlights, and actually like rule out like, hey, this one might bright or like a burn 440% brighter, but it'll burn out after 2 weeks. Then this one will burn at half that and burn out in 3 months. So there's
I'd rather have
several,
3 months.
several avenues that you have to
Honestly.
go down when it comes to this.
I would give up brightness for longevity. I would.
Oh, I would
to be
too.
honest with you.
Every
I
time.
would give up brightness for
Every
longevity.
time. But
But the only reason I said
personally, I don't run an LED.
the only reason I said that
I
because
don't
you
run
remember
an LED. I want to.
you remember that you remember my car had LEDs, correct?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
They're not LED. They're not LED no more. They're halogen. I had to get new lenses because mine got fucked up when the car got wrecked. Disclaimer: I didn't wreck my car. Somebody else did. And so it has halogens in it. Now here's the best part about it. I love them to death, and I think I see more clearly with these halogen bulbs because they're the projectile headlights. I can see a lot clearer with them being halogen. Now my trucks I'm replacing to LED because my trucks suck. So they're getting replaced to LED. But for the car, as of right now, in my personal opinion, the halogen bulbs are better. No one gonna.
I feel that. I feel that. I mean, hey, how your headlights ultimately perform boils all the way down to your housings. Not saying that one housing is better than another housing, but different styles of housings are what are really getting you.
Oh, dude, there's a key factor in choosing your housing. It all
Yeah,
depends
there's
on what makes your shit
halos,
look better.
there-
Makes it look better and makes it make you be able to see more clearly. I almost said more clearer, and I was about to be like, that's bad grammar. So. Doo-doo. So.
but,
Dawson?
Taillights.
Oh, no, we got taillights. Oh,
yeah.
shit. We have taillights. No, let's go ahead and finish. I forgot about
taillights.
Because I know you have a lot of information on taillights, too.
Honestly, the two types of taillights I have seen are just your regular good old, kind of. How do I put this?
Stock.
Yeah, stock. And then you have your. Uh, what's Jay's kind of thing? Like your strobing taillights. And man, I don't know about you.
I'm not a fan of the strobing
I don't like
taillights. I'm not gonna bash. You do you, boo. You get what I'm saying? But I don't like strobing. I think it not only distracts the driver behind you, but it distracts the drivers around you, which can cause an even bigger problem. Anyone else think that?
Oh, you're right. It's supposed to like have them like see you better, but I don't know. It just seems like it's not doing what he thinks it's doing.
Control.
Oh no, Matt, you can change them to LEDs, you can get smoke lenses, and there's a lot of customability you can do to
Yeah.
tail lights.
There is. There is. There's just about the same as headlights. Only difference is one comes out red and the other one comes out white.
I know you can fight, but can you hold territory?
What about fog lights?
Enemy claims zone C.
Fog lights, I'm gonna honestly say keep in touch with your headlights. 'Cause if you have two types of lights that you got to worry about. Like, I'm not saying that you have to worry about your fog lights, but just if you're gonna upgrade your headlights, make sure you upgrade your fog lights.
We all know what I want.
That's why we have
You want your truck to look like a racer,
enemy claims zone B.
but I think it'll be sexy.
Look who's talking.
Is yours.
What do you mean, look who's talking? What the fuck am I doing?
You got a Civic.
What does that have to do with anything? I'm not ricing out my Civic. Man, Dawson, you're about to start some controversy that you don't want to fucking start.
Zone A lost.
Only kidding.
Lost the lead. Zone A.
Fuck.
Zone advantage is yours.
But no, I like I said, it'll look good on your truck though.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I think it'll look nice.
Zone A lost.
But that's just my opinion. And you already changed your headlights.
Zone C lost. Your enemy
Yeah.
has a power play. Your opponents are pulling away. Drag them back.
I hope you die, you piece of shit. I'm not AFK.
Shut the enemy down. That shut them down.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't think there is as much you can do with your taillights as you can do your headlights.
I wouldn't change my taillights.
Zone advantage is yours.
I would for my car personally, because I've seen some LED ones that look really nice. And I only want them because the lens looks fucking beautiful. It just can't be a halogen bulb, and I'm like, that's fucking gay. But with headlights are interchangeable. You can change those bulbs in your fucking truck to halogen, I would assume.
I could.
Yeah, see? Instead of having them LED.
I have projectors.
So I have projectors too. Matt, I think Dawson, you brought up probably the best subject we could talk about modding on a car. Because lights are everything.
Yeah. We can have bad ones too.
Agreed. Wholeheartedly agreed.
The enemy down.
You can put some really ugly shit on your car.
Zone C captured. You
Okay, so while we're thinking about what is some of the ugliest shit you've seen on a car, and Dawson, I swear to God, if you say my entire car, I will find out where you live and put my boot up your ass personally.
Oh, okay.
Seen a camo Civic on South Boulevard that, oh my god almighty.
Oh, why would you camo a Civic? Oh, goddamn.
Like, when I saw it, I actually wanted to roll down my window and say, man, what pissed in
Who
your
hurt you?
cornflakes?
No, what bet did you lose is what I would ask. Fuck.
I don't know, I've seen a purple wide body BRZ owned by a tall skinny guy. And he's
It's
kind of
not
mean.
that bad.
That is not that ugly.
That thing was actually kind of nice, Loki.
It was. Like, what the fuck, Matt? Dawson, what are some pretty bad car mods you've seen? Car, truck, whatever you want to call it.
Well, there's a wheel company. They're called Fuel. They make some pretty.
Man, no, I know they make ugly wheels, man. I know they make ugly goddamn wheels. Don't even cap, right? Okay, what are some outrageous ones? Because Matt said some pretty outrageous ones, to be honest. Like, on the low, Matt's actually doing what I asked. Or, not doing what I asked, but he's giving really good examples. Because I've seen some ugly shit in my day.
Personally,
I've seen a fucking...
I don't like cambered wheels. I think that's. I don't care what car it's on. I just hate seeing it.
Zone A captured. You have zone
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Like, slamming your car, that's one thing. But putting your wheels out like you're serving pizza on them, like, no.
Believe it or not, that does serve a
Sound
benefit.
cup of tea. In what way?
So when you camber your wheels out, you have the ultimate grip on the road.
You're using everything but your outside tire.
You don't.
Which is
When you're doing turns, that's one of the points. When you are turning in that vehicle, excuse me.
Bless it.
When you make a tight turn in that vehicle, your outer wheel, right? Let's say you're going around a right turn. Your
You've got to hold those zones.
back left, right? Your driver's left will try to scoot underneath the car when it's in a normal position. When it's cambered out, it can't, and it holds better traction.
You say so.
There's science behind it.
I don't know enough about cambered wheels to argue it, so.
But I would definitely not do it personally to my own car. I think it's ugly as shit too. I'm lowering the car, obviously. We already talked about that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because lowering adds benefits just by lowering the fucking car. But you can't lower it like an inch. Like, I'm going to be pretty close to the ground. Like, I won't be able to drive my car to Subaru. But yeah, man. I've seen some ugly shit, man. I've seen a fucking 50-inch light bar on the Civic on the roof.
How?
Don't ask. It was ugly. It was so ugly. The paint was faded, real bad. Same dude. I worked with this guy too. Oh my god, it was so bad. All four of the doors came from 4 different cars. And they were all mismatched. One was red, one was blue, one was black, and one was white.
Truly is mismatched.
The rest of his color was silver. Or the rest of his car was silver. If that tells you anything.
That's a bad image in my head. That's what that does.
Oh, dude, that puts a bad image in my head, too. Like, it really does. It's fucking terrible. It is god-awful. It is ugly. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Fucking... He tried lowering it. And like I said, with the cut springs, it rode like ass. Like ass. The dude put... what was the octane rating? Like, he almost blew his engine up. It was damn near close to racing fuel. He almost blew that goddamn Civic up.
Good.
We called him Hills Has Eyes. That's what he fucking looked like.
Why?
Because that's what he looked like. Do you ever watch the movie Hills Has Eyes? The Hills Has Eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what he fucking looked like. His fucking brother was normal, right? His brother was fucking normal. He looked like something that came out of Hills Has Eyes. It was just terrible. And then this is back before I really got into cars, right? I just had the Civic. I just started fucking with it. And he was trying to tell me everything that I was doing wrong, and I'm like,
You're telling me what I'm doing wrong?
you're telling me what I'm doing wrong, and your car barely runs. Yeah, it was terrible. It was so ugly. But worst thing I've ever seen, that has to be the hands down probably the worst thing I've ever seen besides seeing a bug with fucking eyelashes and a face on it. That was an ugly,
Ghetto chick on South Boulevard.
fucking ugly, dingy yellow. No, but it was a real bug. Like, it was old as shit. So it really made that one car look like a disgrace. It did. It was fucking terrible. But that Civic was... He also had a big-ass spoiler like I was talking about for no fucking reason. That's a
Just
ricer.
appearance thing.
That's a ricer.
Yeah, facts.
I'm tuning my car, thank you, Dawson. I'm also turboing it. I'm doing single turbo.
Singles, I like singles more than twin.
I do too, because it's going to be a lot easier to install, and I have enough room in my Civic to install one. You know what I'm saying? Without having to cut shit out.
Yeah.
Or move shit. So that's what makes that easy. But yeah, dude, that Civic, I can't get off that Civic. I know I've probably seen worse, but that was the first thing that came to mind. I'm like, what kind of redneck bullshittery is this? And I agree with almost everything redneck. Because I am redneck, for one.
Almost everything.
Yeah, just about everything. That Civic was trying to be redneck, and I did not agree with it.
have zone advantage.
It was terrible. Oh, also, I'd like to be able to take my car to car shows, Dawson, if that makes it any easier about what I'm trying to do to it.
Get those zones back. Zone A captured.
No, you got it. I got you.
Like, I want it to be peppy. I want it to be peppy. Right? I don't want it to be fucking throw a rod through my block type fast. I want it to be fast enough to where I can fuck with ricers and make them feel like they know what they're doing. But I want it to look nice and clean.
Zone C captured. You
No hood riser shit. No hood riser shit. It does absolutely nothing for your vehicle. I think that's one of the... I think that is the biggest ricer thing you can do. R.I.P. Ricky. Love you.
Let's say Ricky had that.
I know he does. But in my opinion, I think it's one of the most ricer fucking things you can do. What about you, Matt? Do you agree with me or disagree with me? Have we lost Matt?
Oh, my bad. I think hood risers are a good mod, or a good like showy mod. It honestly depends on the kind of hood you have. If you have a hood like I've seen hood risers on a couple of Hondas.
zone A lost.
I've actually seen it on one or two BRZs, believe it or not.
5 minutes.
Oh, I've seen it on BRZs as well.
I've never seen it on Mustangs or anything, but for the most part, I like them. Like, don't get me wrong, I
Matt's
fell
went to the
victim
dark
it one
side.
time,
Matt's went to the dark side.
and and I kind of rolled down my window to get the attention of this guy, and I was trying to tell him his hood was up, and he was like, "Oh no, man, it's supposed to be like that." I'm like, "What?" I'm just sitting out here in the middle of traffic, and I'm like, "What?"
Matt, why?
Then I looked it up when I got home, and he was like, "Look up hood risers." I'm like, "Oh."
I'm guessing that's the first time you ever saw a hood riser.
Zone A lost.
Yeah.
Enemy has a power play.
Matt, like, I think
Zone A.
you've went to the dark side, my friend. You've went to the rice side.
Oh, I didn't.
You've went to the rice fields.
I mean, hey, I drive a JDM car, so
I drive a JDM car too, and I think it's fucking terrible looking. And you typically see it on my car.
yeah.
I think it looks okay. I wouldn't put it on there, and I don't prefer it, but it's one of the things that I'm not gonna be like, that looks so bad.
I'm not saying it's the most ugly thing to do, but I'm saying a ricer's perspective. That is one of the most ricer things, especially if you don't do anything. Like, I can look over it if you're building your engine, or if you're slamming your car, right? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if the hood risers are legitimately the only thing you're going to do, then it looks bad. I think Ricky's looks nice because he lowered his car. I think he gave it a nice aspect to it. A nice touch.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
You know what's funny? The first time I ever saw Ricky's car, I actually thought it was stupid clean. It was like before he even worked at Toyota.
Really?
Ricky lives in Rob's neighborhood. And every time I would go over to Rob's house to go and hang out with him, I would pass Ricky's car. And this one time we were in my car, we were probably coming back from I don't even know where we're coming back from. We were probably coming back from getting food or something. And I look to my left and I see this Civic, and it's not on the ground, but it's definitely a quarter of the way there. And I just look at it and I'm like, man, that's really good looking. But if you want to support our boy Ricky, he's Big Bangs, all one word on SoundCloud. Go and listen to his new song, Mixed Emotion.
Man, I forgot that he did fucking music.
Yep. He just put it out on all platforms.
No, I got
On
this.
Spotify.
I got this. I got this.
Huh?
Watch this shit. I got this. Ask him about his car. Tell him Jacob said that.
That's Ricky.
Just constantly ask him about his car. Like his music, but constantly ask him about the car. Just do it. It'd be hilarious. Because once you answer all the questions about
Oh
your
my
car,
god.
after you answer all the questions about the car, what are you going to keep telling them? You'll eventually get aggravated from having to answer the same question 300 times that you already gave an answer to. Man, let's talk about some of the riser shit you do. Let's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's almost
Yeah.
midnight for me, and I worked today, or woke up early anyways.
I worked today too. I woke up early as well.
They feeding you over there still?
Yeah, we're still getting food. We got Arby's today.
Arby's?
Hell yeah, that shit was good as fuck. It was good as fuck. Not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. Shit was good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would say this is going to be the end of our very first stream. This is definitely going to be the end of our podcast. And for anyone who does end up looking this up, you can find us at SparkKnock on YouTube. And it's Spark underscore knock underscore podcast on Twitch. And I gotta come up with a SoundCloud. But you can find us there.
Soon.
Probably within the next 3 hours of this being ended. So I thank you for listening to us. If you do listen to us, I appreciate it. If you hit that subscribe button, that'd be awesome. If you could hit that follow on Twitch, that'd be even better. Follow us on Instagram too. That'd be nice. Like our own personal Instagrams, that'd be cool. Because then if you have questions specific,
I don't post often.
I fucking am
Throw that
posting.
out there.
I am posting every single thing about this car until it's done. Like I'm about to post a picture in about like 10 minutes after we're done with this shit. While I'm in the middle of doing everything, I'm going to definitely post the picture of the new hood on the car and the new headlights. It's gonna look
Yeah,
sick
but
as fuck.
this is a good stream.
I know we had a lot of downtime, but eventually we will all get used to this. I've done shit like this before, so it ain't shit for me to talk and just come up with shit out of my fucking ass. So,
Whoa.
but again, I thank you for listening to us. Any words, guys?
I'm good.
Take her easy.
We're gonna work on this. We gotta work on this. If you want to be true people of the podcast world, you gotta work on this shit. I'm just kidding. We're doing this shit for fun. I'm just bullshitting. But again, thanks for watching, listening, subscribing, following, and downloading our podcasts. Thank you, and have a wonderful night.
Move in and take those zones. They are your life.
Stop stream.